Hey guys, today we're making DIY clay polymer keychains for the new Netflix limited series, Maya and the Three. These guys are so cute and super easy to make, but first let's talk supplies.
If it is to be, it is up to me.
For this project, you'll need polymer clay in a variety of colors. You'll also need sculpting tools, phone or keychain loops, and toothpicks. First, let's get started with our spunky protagonist, leader of the prophecy and proud Tekka demi-goddess, Maya the Little Eagle. This is optional, but placing down some wax paper keeps your work surface clean. For her charm, we'll be making her iconic Eagle Warrior sword. To get started with the base, take some dark brown clay and mold it until pliable. Then roll it into a thin log, pressing it down until it forms a 1/4 inch plank. Smooth out the sides using a ball tool and squish down the top to create a thinner tip for the eagle head of the sword. After you have your base, it's time to get started with the embellishments. Take a small amount of black clay and roll it into 4 thin strips. Then take your black clay and evenly distribute them along the base to create 4 different sections. After you have your sections, take your leftover black clay and create the head of the eagle by forming a small ball for the eye and a short strip for the eyebrow. Also create 8 other small balls and line them up on either side of each section along the sword. After that, take a thin strip of yellow clay and create 3 small squares. Place each square in each section underneath the eagle head. Make sure that the squares are small enough so that the brown base still peeks through. Finally, once again, grab that yellow clay and form a small triangle with a rounded top for the beak of our eagle sword. Once that's done, set aside our eagle sword and it's time to get started with the next charm. Now let's work on our goofy yet powerful wizard, Rico the Rooster Wizard. For his keychain, it's only appropriate we give some love to his best bud, Estefan. First, grab the toothpick and cut off one of the tips. Then grab some dark brown clay and roll it around until it's pliable. Once it's pliable, mold the clay around the toothpick to create Estefan's body. It's totally cool to have some lumps and bumps here since Estefan himself has some grooves, lumps, and bumps as well. After that, use the tip of the toothpick from earlier as a support for the branch arms of Estefan. You'll need at least 2 or 3 more tips to support the other arms as well. Once all of the arms are formed, grab some light green clay to create the leaves. For this, roll the clay into a small ball and press it down flat. Then take your finger or a tool and pinch the bottom of the circle. After you have all of our leaves ready, it's time to place them throughout Estefan. Make sure to space them a little sporadically to make it look more natural. Then smooth them down to secure them into their place. Once everything is secured, it's time to move on to the next keychain. Next up is our beautiful, fearless, animal-loving archer, Chimi, aka Skull Archer. For her charm, we're going with a nice and easy skull with some cute teal embellishments. To get started, take a good chunk of white clay and form it into a 1/4 inch thick oval. Then create 3 smaller balls to attach to the long side of your oval. Use the ball tool to smooth the 3 balls onto the oval and to shape the skull into the desired shape. Then again, take that ball tool and press it into the oval where you want the hollows of the eyes to go. After that, take some teal clay and roll it out into 12 tiny little balls for the embellishments around the hollows of the eyes. Finally, use a small amount of black clay to smooth into the hollows of the eyes to create the eye sockets of our skull. Lastly, carefully wiggle in that keychain attachment and that's it. Set aside your masterpiece. And finally, let's work on our lovable scaredy cat and invaluable member of the team, Chiappa. To start off this charm, we're going to take some yellow clay and roll it into long, thin strips. Then we're going to take those strips and roll them into spirals. After that, just pinch off some more yellow clay and create several small flat discs. We're going to be using these guys as the embellishment to our charm. After that, just take the black clay and mold it into a 1/4 inch thick oval. Then take your knife and cut a flat surface along the long end of the oval. Then just take your gray clay and shape them into teardrops. With those teardrops, you're just going to mold them into the black base that we just made. Go ahead and use your circle tool and smooth and shape your base to your liking. Then it is time to put all of your yellow embellishments that we created earlier and the facial features onto our base. The ball and pick tool are going to be your best friends here. After that, just go ahead and gently insert the keychain attachment. Now that we have all of our charms ready, it's time to place them onto a tray and put them into our oven that is set to 260 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes. Allow the charms to cool for at least 20 minutes and you're done! Now we have some super cool Maya and the 3 inspired keychains to share with your friends and family. These guys can be used as keychains or even phone charms if you choose. And that's all for now, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.